Welcome back to TV5 News at 9, friends. It's design time. Make sure you get your phones out. We do have a QR code for design time that you can scan. It's right on your screen, and it gives you all of the information about today's topic. And we are talking about a very popular one, area rugs. Area rugs. Oh my goodness, I love these.
Yes.
I'm here with Kathy Kilborn, Tri-City Furniture in Auburn. How are you, Kathy?
Hey, I'm doing great.
So tell us about these. These are so popular. People just love to get one, just throw it out there. How do we make a good choice for an area rug?
Well, the thing is, with the popularity of the hard surface, many people want to add a coziness and some extra color. So we want an area rug. And area rugs come so many ways. So it really is important to actually look at what you need, but also how you're going to use it. Because the longevity of these, some are going to be inexpensive, some are going to be more expensive, and then all the different sizes that are available. So you want to have kind of a focus as to what you're doing in the room, and then knowing how you need to maintain it.
So how do we know what size would fit?
Well, there's two ways to look at it. You can do room size, where it covers the majority of your room space, or you can use it as an accent, which actually would then connect just the front legs possibly of the sofa to the love seat or to the chair. So we're going to see a lot more of our hard surface, but right in the middle it's going to connect the conversation pieces. And so those might be, say, 6 by 9, 5 by 7, depending on your room size, compared to room size, which could be 9 by 12, 10 by 13. So depending on how much covering you want is really where you want to go. Now, in a dining room where we do use a lot of area rugs, you want it to be at least the size of your table plus 3 feet, so that you can kind of keep your chairs on the rug as you pull them out and put them back in. But in a living room, we kind of have fun with that. And again, I don't understand why people want to cover up so much of the hard surface, because they wanted the hard surface. But rugs do offer some design, some color, definitely warmth. Great place for the dog to lay.
Sure is. Okay, so what's the difference in rugs? Because it seems there are so many variables in pricing.
Absolutely. So there are manufacturers who make what I call clearance rugs. They just weave them up. There's really no consistency to the design or the kind of yarn. They use many different kinds of yarn, and they might be really thin. So this is one, it's going to be very lightweight. I call these fun rugs. They might be $99. They might be $149 for a 5 by 7. So you can get some pretty good coverage. The thing is that it's not going to give you much cushioning, and you want to be cautious on what you're buying as far as the yarn. There are several yarns out today that are beautiful. They shimmer. Don't put water on them. They're just not cleanable. They look beautiful. And so you just want to be careful. A lot of the polyesters are very, very cleanable and very usable. Pet friendly, so those are some good options. But there's other kinds of weaves. There's these which are wool, and these are the more traditional. They're thick, heavy. They're going to be more expensive. And then we have what we call pattern carpets, which are carved. And so the pattern is actually created by the color and actually cutting into the fiber. So they're very dense. They feel good because there's more yarn to them. And many of these are polyester, so very cleanable. So there's those variable looks. We have antique looking rugs. I don't recommend rugs with fringe anymore. People, they catch them with the vacuum and stuff, but there's so many variables. A lot of people do love these woolier ones, and they're super soft. They really invite you to touch them and feel them. But be cautious with these when you're vacuuming. They
Vacuuming,
can
right.
really pull the yarns apart. Make sure you have a vacuum that lifts really high because of the length of this yarn. It can pull the fibers apart. So
Yeah.
there's certain things that are going to be better for you compared to other things.
So some area rugs are easier to clean than others. Now, should a rug pad be used under an area rug?
I do say yes.
Okay.
Depending on the kind of floor you have, and this is just a rug pad.
Okay.
I try to get ones that are acid free so that whatever you're putting them over does not discolor the bottom product. And most of the wood floors, the real wood floors, will change with a pad that has some acids in it.
Yes.
The same as rugs, which have rubber backings. And if you've ever had one and then picked it up, you can see a change in the finish. But also light, the ultraviolet light can change real wood. When we're doing laminate floors, we don't have as much issues with the color variation, but an acid-free pad is still better.
Right.
It allows the rug to stay in place, and again, we don't have the wrinkling effect so that they don't become as much of a trip hazard.
Tell us, what are some of the negatives of using an area rug? Like you said, the trip hazard. That's
The
one.
trip hazard
Yeah.
is probably
That's
the
the biggest?
biggest.
Okay.
And you want to just make sure that if you spill something and you're going to clean it, that you can pick that area up and use some towels, especially if you're doing it over a wood floor. I always tell people, if you could take it out in the garage, you know, in the summer and clean it out there, because of the moisture that, I mean, you're cleaning the top, but you're kind of forgetting what's going on down
Right.
under. So depending on kind of the hard surface that you have would determine how easy or hard that is. If, you know, the dog has an accident, we definitely want to clean that, but be cautious about what things are underneath as well.
Anything else we haven't covered that you think we need to remember?
Just making sure that you don't get it too big. I think sometimes we just get carried away with the amount of rug, and I'm like, if you're going to cover the whole room, then put in carpet.
Get some carpet,
because it's
yeah.
a lot more cushy. It's more cleanable. You know, residential carpet has stain protections, so you can clean them amazing. Area rugs are more portable. They don't put that stuff in there because they figure, you'll just throw it away and get another one.
Right.
So you keep that in mind.
Okay.
Regular residential carpet can be bound and made into area rugs any size you want. So sometimes that's a good option because the cleaning factor to area rugs can be harder than residential carpet.
I love it. Every question I ask you, you know the answer. Thank you.
I've been in this way too long.
You have. We appreciate your information. Thank you for letting us know the difference between area rugs and it's very important with the trip hazard. I think we need to emphasize
Absolutely,
that, yeah.
especially, you know, with
Yeah.
people who are getting older and they just, grandma comes over, be cautious because she's not used to that. And
That's right.
when you drag your feet, it wrinkles the carpet and then it causes them to lose their balance.
Thank you, Kathy. We appreciate you. And thank you for watching this edition of Design Time.